So, today in setting men and male victims of sexual harassment and abuse news, setting them back news, we have a update to the lawsuit that was filed against a high-ranking executive member of the JP Morgan Group by the name of Lorna Hygiene. Yes, there was a John Doe who came out and said that she had done some very deviant things to him. And I'm just gonna go over the things that he said first. So for one, a line was, "I effing own you. I will make you pay. Don't you think you're going to be in a good standing if you don't have me in your corner? If you don't F my brains out tonight, I'm going to sabotage your promotion. I bet your little Asian," I don't know if this is a slur, so if it is, I apologize. "Fish head wife doesn't have cannons like these." These are some of the things he said. "Stop effing crying. You think anyone would ever believe you? You're a effing douchebag who thinks he's hot shit. But you can't even get your D hard for me. What the F is this?" These are things that John Doe here said that she said to him. And again, he also alleged again that she drugged him and forced him to have sex with her, which is RAPE. I'm not going to say the word because YouTube is kind of funny about it. But the reason I say that this sets men back is because apparently it was bullshit. He lied. Because the John Doe has come out. His name is Shirayu Rana, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And he was a former staffer with JP Morgan, but after doing some investigating, things wasn't adding up. You see, apparently they didn't even report to the same people, right? She reported to Director Brandon Graffio, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, while he was reporting to John Walter. And she did not have any influence over his promotions or possibly taking his bonuses or anything like that. And what makes it even worse for him is during this investigation, they looked at his colleagues and, talked to them. And they called this man socially awkward. And you was over there sitting in the corner not wanting to talk to nobody or making bad jokes at bad times where everybody just looking at you, giving you the side eye like, yeah, I guess. And then said that he did enough to remain at the bank, but he was not a top performer or anything like that. So he possibly was never getting that promotion in the first place. But it wasn't because Hygiene was keeping it from him. It's because, bro, you were doing the minimal amount, which, from someone who's worked manual labor in warehouse and stuff, working the minimal amount, as long as you getting the job done, ain't nothing wrong with that, but you can't expect a promotion. But no, apparently either you got fired or you left, and then you went home and was like, how can I get some more money out of JP Morgan? Which I'm not a fan of JP Morgan. I don't believe in none of these big businesses. But he was like, how do I get more money out of them? A lawsuit. Let's accuse somebody who was, kind of probably around the workplace with him of some crazy things. And who has the highest position? What about that woman, Lorna? Yeah, I could probably say that she did something, and then, bada boop, bada bing. They don't want to, take this all over the news and all have this whole big thing. And so they'll just pay me out and I'll just have my money and I'll cut and run. Yeah, they weren't going for it. And now your name is all over the internet. Now, I do feel bad for Lorna Hygiene because apparently she was a top performer. She seemed like an all-around great gal. Her friends were saying that she was cool, all this. But in the light of the allegations and, lawsuit coming out, she had deleted her social media because I'm pretty sure they were tearing her up on social media. They were harassing her, probably sending death threats. Who knows what she was getting. But she stood strong, and JP Morgan had her back. But again, to Rana, why are you a bitch ass nigga? Like, you couldn't just either stay at the bank and do the minimal and get your check and just keep moving, or just leave and go work somewhere else, which he did, which I don't think he will be employed there much longer. But you couldn't just do that. No, you had to ruin some woman's life And then you said you said that she said these crazy things about your wife, but whole time it was you. Honestly, what I surmise at this point is that Rana used to have some very wild like fantasies about Miss Hajini here. And then when it was over, when he pretty much either got fired or he was leaving, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna just use my fantasies and write up these allegations, write up this lawsuit. Because why else? Like, I've been around female coworkers my whole life. I got, fired from jobs, but I've never thought, man, let me think of something like this. You wanted to be with her, bro. And then if I'm your wife, I'm looking at you sideways. Cause why would you think fish headed? He claimed that she called his wife flat. She ain't got nothing in the front, nothing in the back. As a woman, you should feel disrespected. You should feel insulted. And you really just ruined your life out of greed. That's it. That's all this could have been was greed. And so now you've been exposed as the one who said it, and you're not more than likely not getting any money from the lawsuit. You're probably about to lose your newest job. You probably won't be able to find a job for at least a year, bro, because this is going to be hot in all banking firms and all that for a while. All because of your greed. And again, you set actual victims of sexual harassment and abuse back because it's already not taken serious enough in our society. Like literally, there are teachers who are, doing things with underage boys. And there are people in the comments of those talking about, oh, he was lucky. I wish that was me. And then some of the stuff in this lawsuit I was seeing on Twitter, which is the worst place to look at anything, honestly, at this point. They were like, what's wrong with bro? Is bro gay? If she would have said that to me, I would have did this, that, and the third. But there are actual men out there who fall victim to stuff like this from both men and women. And yet you come out and do this BS. Oh my God. And I just want to talk and highlight this because, again, it does happen to real men. But understand that this dude is a fucking idiot. All right. He's an idiot. But it does happen. But yeah, again, to Lorna Hajini, I'm sorry that he drug you through all of this. I hope that, the people can come to their senses and stop attacking you and your life can kind of go back to some form of normalcy. And if these investigations by JP Morgan, in the off chance that they are false and that she actually did something, which I don't believe, but that she actually did something, I hope that justice is served. But in this regard, it looks like justice was against Rana here. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this for a quick second. I'm signing out. Peace.